Welcome to the channel, everybody. Now today I have a very exciting Scum 0.95 and beyond news and updates video for you all. So let's jump straight in, see what the devs have been up to, shall we? So as I said, very exciting dev update this week, but what we're going to do is jump straight into the recent hotfix that came out, go through that quickly, and then we'll jump into the more exciting stuff. Alright then, so for the hotfix we had some bug fixes, and they fixed issues where drones destroying fortifications would sometimes cause a client crash. Fixed issues with the server crash that sometimes occurred, issues with bunker door exploit, and with the trader exploit. The quality of life addition here implemented new anti-cheat methods. Always nice to see them coming in. Now, as I said, very quick little hotfix update there. Now we're going to move on to that exciting stuff. So first, we'll jump in straight with the programmers. Now, as always, we start with Programming Squad. They continue their work from last week, hammering away at the keyboard. For this update, I have even managed to get some sneak peek for you guys. And what we're going to see here is our first sightings of the dropship. So let's have a quick look at that. So here you can see a young dropship hatching on the test level, observed by Mama Crow in the background. As you can see, it's still very much WIP, as is everything in this post, yet progressing nicely. Other than the dropship system, we have progress on BB elements, movement rework, virtualization, etc. And of course, even more bug fixing. I wish I had more to say on this, but it is more or less the same thing from last week's post. We'll let you know when I can share more, so enjoy the sneak peek for now. Now this is pretty much the sneak peek in its entirety right here. And as you see, there's not really a lot to go on. Now, again, it would be nice to see that, we see these birds come back in. They may never come back in, but it would be nice to see. They are a very quick, easy meal to get out of the sky, especially when you are starving and struggling. But all well and good. Nice progress going on from the programming team. So let's move straight along, shall we? Right, so up next we have a level design and optimizations are progressing well. This not only helps us save on memory space, but it also allows more options such as new BB elements being implemented. Other than that, work has resumed on reworking the POIs, not just from the optimization standpoint. So it's nice to see they're going to be doing some rearrangements, adding some little bits onto textures here and there maybe, and just sprucing the places up a bit, just making them a little bit more different and making it a bit more immersive. So lovely work there from the level design. Now then, let's move on to the art team, and we have something to show you from the art department. Work is being done on new foliage and the way foliage is rendered. It is still very early to tell, but it's looking promising. So I'm going to show you two images now, one from what we currently have in game and what they're currently working on. And when I tell you this is amazing, you just have to see it for yourself. So what we're seeing here is the before shot of in-game currently. And now what we're seeing is the work in progress shot. And it's night and day. Now I'll leave the after shot up now and just speak a little bit about it. Now obviously, as you can see here, there is a lot of changes. And in my opinion, a lot of improvements. Now early stages still, but in the right direction. So let's see what the devs had to say about this as well. Again, noting this is still work in progress, you can see more details in the environment. Not only that, but trees will change as well. All of our trees are naked at the lower end like the ones in the forward placement in the picture. But we are adding diversity by having some of them branching out lower as well. So hiding in the woods will very much be a viable tactic. Improvements are being made in the distance as well, and we are hopeful we can bring back distant foliage so you do not stick out like a sore thumb in the distance. So some great work going on behind the scenes. Obviously we hadn't really heard about anything about this going on, and it's nice to see it firsthand. Major improvements. Now this is still on UE4. As I've said previously, Scum will not go to UE5. The devs have made this clear before. Things may change in the future again, but who knows. As it stands, it's going to stay in UE4, but massive improvements here from what we had before to what we're going to be getting eventually. Great work from that team. Great work. Now again, I know people are still going to complain about, things aren't being sorted, we're still missing stuff, or, there's older features aren't still back in, but these things happen around other teams. You know, there's one person working on one thing, there's one person working on another. That's what we've got to bear in mind. Just because we're seeing this on this week's dev update doesn't mean they're still not working on vehicles and, you know, distant LODs and things like this. Alright, so they are working on all of your bug fixing problems, you know, old things, new things, and trying to get all these newer features for 1.0 ready. Alright, these things do take time, and the devs are just going to need our patience and help with bug reporting and things like this. But as I did say, that there is some great improvements coming to Scum, and it is nice to see. Right then, so let's move on to the sound team, and the audio team is still at it with the new audio mixing methods. Not much to say here for now. So not a lot to go on this week, again, same as last week. But last week we did hear that they have now doubled their team members. Instead of just one sound engineer as such, they've got two now. So they've got two people working on audio team, which is good to see. That obviously means that things will progress a little bit quicker for them now. Right then, so let's move on to QA/CM. QA guys have been really busy, not just with the testing, but managing the new anti-cheat methods that have went live with the hotfix. So look carefully, you might see them on the server lurking. As for CM marketing, we've been busy with a lot of stuff that I cannot even mention at this point. But I can say you have a lot to look forward to in the future. So who knows, we may get some more sneak peeks and things come out over on Twitter, you know, from the Scum page, etc. in the near future. But don't worry, I will be looking out for it and bringing it straight to you on this channel. Now, let's move on, last but not least, the design team. Game designers are still on it with sorting the feedback out and converting it into future features, and also sorting everything out for the next patch. So same as last week, literally. Hope you like the sneak peeks, and we'll see you next time. Beta. And a thank you to Beta for the detailed dev report as always. It's much appreciated. Now that is going to be the end of this week's dev update. I hope you did enjoy it as always. Now, I just want to give a quick shout out to our channel members. Thank you very much for your extra and ongoing support. That is always appreciated as well. Now, remember, if you want to join them, you can do. Head over to the channel, hit that join button and see what perks suits you best. But if you want to support me in another way, you can do simply by liking, subscribing and hitting that notification bell. And that way, you'll stay up to date with all the latest Scum news, armor content, and even that random stuff I like to get up to. Until next time, see ya.